Gypsy Rose Blanchard is recording for her audiobook. This girl is still lying. And I blame the media for this. But I'm going to let you guys watch this and then I'm going to tell you my thoughts.
My mom volunteered for the Girl Scouts, but we changed troops a lot, always starting over. Because my exposure to anyone other than my mother was so limited, I had no idea that the way I lived was different or unusual. How could I? I attended school for 1 year, kindergarten. After that, Mama pulled me out to homeschool me. Except that was a lie. She didn't register me as a homeschooler.
So she's saying it's a lie and she wasn't registered for homeschooling when there was proof that she was registered for homeschooling. So this girl is still on this internet, just telling lies. Furthermore, this is clearly a snooze fest. But could you imagine listening to Gypsy Rose's voice for a whole audiobook? Y'all, I'm not buying something to listen to her voice. I mean, not that I would buy her book anyway, because we know it's a book of lies, right? All right, y'all, they're sitting there, so. But actually, it's not. And those of you guys that have something to say about what I have to say, this girl lied. She manipulated a man with autism, a low IQ, and mental health issues that was collecting a disability check at the time to unalive her mom so she could go have sausage. She was playing more than one man. And if you listen to Nicholas GODEJOHN'S interrogation, he said that he would apologize to anyone except for Dan. And she has text messages where she was asking Nicholas if it was okay if she went to go sleep with Dan before they left. So she's what do you say or Santa say when he go down the chimney? Yeah, that. This girl lies so much, and I really blame the media for this because they've allowed her to do this. They've allowed her to manipulate the public. And I really hope the public is waking up and seeing that the media is playing the hell out of y'all. There's all the proof and research. All y'all have to do is go look. Look at the court documents. Look at her interrogation. Like in her interrogation, she literally sat there and acted like she did not know that her mom was not alive. And she, again, I'm going to play this.
It's kind of weird though, people seeing you in handcuffs, they give you this weird look, and I'm like, I didn't do anything. I'm like, okay, I didn't kill nobody, I don't do drugs, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I didn't do nothing.
You hear her? And this girl to this day cannot admit that she is an unaliver. She says that she doesn't identify as one, and I want you guys to hear that as well.
I don't associate myself as a murderer because if you think about it, yes, I had a part to play in it. I asked Nick for help. And how that conversation started was, he was saying that he would protect me from anyone. I said anyone. He said yes. I said even my mother. He said yes. And then the plan kind of formed from there. But he's the one that did the actual kill, not me. I can't kill anyone. That's why he's in trouble to begin with, because he's the one that did it. So when they say I'm a murderer, I don't identify as that.
She straight up said that she doesn't identify as an unaliver. Now, the irony about this whole situation is, if you take Gypsy Rose out this picture, would Dee Dee be alive? The answer is yes. So she is. It's just that simple. After using this man with autism, a low IQ, and mental health issues that was collecting a disability check at the time, she turns around and tries to villainize him and say that she despises him. Okay? She actually showed that man with a video how to jab her mom. Does that sound like someone that knew how to unalive someone if you had to show them by video And the man is left-handed and she's right-handed, and she made the video with her left hand to show him how. Is that not calculated? Anyway, watch this clip.
I can't stand him because I went from one abusive person to another. I wish he would have been more responsible. He was the first person I ever told that I could walk. I first met Dan at a sci-fi convention called Vision Con. We would trade messages back and forth for a while. And slowly, after a few months, I started to tell him more and more about my home life. He was the very first person that I ever told that I could walk. And yeah, I asked him a question. I asked him to kill my mother, but I didn't hold a gun to his head and make him do it. He seemed more happy to do it than anything. And that's why I can't stand him.
And I wanted to believe what she was saying, and unfortunately, I should have listened to my other part of me. Ironic as I was trying to influence her to go with, but she never went with it. She never wanted to run away, so I couldn't get that to work.
He knew. I think he knew that he could easily get me out of that situation by calling the police.
Why couldn't you call the police?
He knocked on the door 3 times, scratched the door twice, and that was code to let him in. But before I could let him in, he commanded me that I must shave my legs and any body hair and present myself to him naked.
Not right away.
Okay, what happens?
She wanted to shave her private part.
Okay.
And her legs.
Okay, she wanted to shave her private part and her legs?
Yes, for me.
Okay. She ever done that before? Is this something new?
Usually her mom does not let her shave her legs.
Okay.
It's all carpet. Tell him my private parts are shaved. Defendant. Okay, baby. He is excited to do this. What about the rest of your bottom half? Is what he had me ask you. Gypsy. I will do my legs as soon as he knocks.
I want to make this clear for people that are like first-time viewers or they don't know anything about the situation. Nicholas and Dan are 2 different people. Dan is another guy that she met at the Comic-Con, like she said in that video. And Nicholas is the man with autism, a low IQ, and mental health issues that was collecting a disability check at the time that her mom was unalived. Now, she was messing with both men, Dan and Nick. Okay, I want that to be very clear so that you guys know that. So in Nicholas GODEJOHN'S interrogation, they asked, did he feel bad? And he said he felt really bad. And they asked, is there anyone that he would like to apologize? And he said he would like to apologize to everyone but Dan. And Dan was the guy that she, like I said before, was texting. And she asked Nick if she could sleep with him before they left. Like, this woman had been manipulating this man for over 2.5 years. I want you guys to really understand who this woman is and what she's about. And the fact that she shows up on TikTok or Instagram or whatever and acts like she's a good person, or, you know, she should have the privilege of being out here on these streets, and she shouldn't. There's a man still sitting in prison for life behind her. He's the victim because she says he's the unaliver, but she also does not remind people that she picked up a BB pew pew thinking she pew pewed her mom. She unloaded the clip to her mom and then realized it was a BB when she thought it was a real one. Okay, that's who we're dealing with. This is who this woman is. A menace to society. And the fact that she's out here and y'all keep promoting her and the media keeps giving her this way, she should not be out here being promoted. That's all I got to say. I hope y'all have a great day. Bye-bye for now.